Hello, Star Wars unboxing fans. Welcome to another episode of Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. I'm your host, Darth Tuba, here on a beautiful day out in my deck, which I occasionally like to do some unboxing just because it's such a beautiful day and I don't want to be cramped up inside, especially since this is the first day of fall, and we all know that fall means that the cold weather is coming. At least it means that for us folks up here in New Jersey. So very excited to be able to share some unboxings with you out here in the comfort of my deck, and looking forward to doing that right now. Don't have my Star Wars shirt on. I have a Disney Cruise Line shirt on because it's a really comfy shirt and it's just a nice day, and I just decided to enjoy the end of summer or the beginning of fall as if it were still summer before the cold weather arrives. So before we get started, at the time of this recording, again, as I said, beginning of fall, mid towards latter half of September. I've gotten a lot of the pre-recorded stuff out of the way. I still try to pre-record my videos usually 2 to 3 weeks ahead, just because of my day job and how busy it gets this time of year. So I'm excited to kind of get a little bit closer in terms of just some things that have been going on in the world. Of course, Acolyte came and went. It was announced that it was not going to be renewed for a second season. A lot of thoughts about that. I mean, I am kind of at the place, I'm in my own opinion of that. I liked it. I didn't love it. I like the characters. I've always been, I think what I've discovered about myself is that people think I'm like a shill for Disney sometimes and Star Wars, because I never say anything bad. I don't really believe that's so much the case. I think more realistically what you would say is I love all Star Wars in that I love the world building. I enjoy seeing more characters, more planets, more items that fill the universe of Star Wars. Does that mean I'm going to be a faithful follower of whatever storyline is happening? Probably not. But one of the things that happened that I did get to experience this week, I started watching a year ago a little bit of those Young Jedi Adventures, I think. It's like a children's show. And the characters, they were kind of cute. And I liked the animation. It was fun. Obviously, not meant to be, fully realized canon. But it does take place in that same High Republic era that the Acolyte did, or near it. So I just thought that was interesting. I watched a few of them, and they were enjoyable. But nothing I would, want to go back and rewatch over and over again. However, I did find out that there was a couple of episodes that they actually were taking place on Batuu, Black Spire Outpost, which I thought was kind of fun, and my family and I watched it, and we were picking out, oh yeah, look at that, there's the Ronto wraps, and there's this, and there's that. So that was a pretty good thing. Got a little cut here. And then more recently, the Lego Rebuild the Galaxy, which I thought was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I think it lends a little bit more gravitas because it brought back some voices like Ahmed Best, Anthony Daniels, Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker, a very different Luke Skywalker. So, and I think they even released the black or the dark Millennium Falcon, which I thought was cool. But so there's still content. I'm looking forward to Skeleton Crew, and we'll see what world building happens with there. I like the vibe of Skeleton Crew. I like that it's kind of got a Goonies, Stranger Things, which also has a Goonies kind of vibe. So we'll see where that goes. Enough talk. Let's get to our unboxing. I went back and looked at Entertainment Earth, and there's about 5 or 6 items that I ordered, I'm not kidding, close to 2 years ago that have still not come. So it's kind of upsetting. I should say it's mildly annoying. But, they do send the stuff out as soon as they get it, so I got to give them credit for that. What do we have here? Looks like we got one vintage collection figure. We have the Ahsoka HK Assassin Droid. There it is, HK-87, excuse me. HK-87, this is VC330. Oh my goodness. Vintage collection, 330. I thought of this, that I have been slowly trying to build up my my original vintage carded collection. They're very expensive now. Even damaged, broken bubble carded figures go for over $100. So it's very, very, very slowly trying to build that up a little bit. And not even to get all of them. You know, there are people that are completists. They want all of the Star Wars carded ones, all of the Empire, all of the Return of the Jedi, and all of the Power of the Force, which there's multiple re-releases of the figures. I just want to try to get one example of everything. I'm okay if it doesn't happen. It's just a fun little journey. But if I tried to put all of those up on display, along with all of these vintage collection figures, holy cow, I would need an entire wall just for that. So we'll see. But that's an awesome sculpt. Similar in a lot of ways to, I believe Ahsoka, we've already gotten the retro figure. So there you go. On the back, Assassins by Design, the HK-87 droid, loyal to Morgan Elsbeth, have served her as tireless bodyguards and enforcers. So there we go. Again, loved Ahsoka, loved the world building. I'm not quite sure where fan acceptance for Ahsoka seemed to be better than certain things. Like, it seems like if you believe the trends that happen on the internet, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not really loyal to this thought, but it seems, in my observation, that obviously Mandalorian has been very, very well accepted, and Andor has been huge, and I think Obi-Wan has a certain fan base, and Ahsoka has a certain fan base, but and all of them kind of, you know, are in the realm of more positive. And then you've got Book of Boba Fett, which seemed to have not had the same following. Not that it was universally hated, just didn't seem to have the same following. And then, of course, The Acolyte. I personally believe that, you know, in the case of Boba Fett, I think people just couldn't get past the colorful Vespas or whatever those things were. They just got a little annoyed at that, but who knows? I digress. Let us move on. What else we got here? Okay, so as you can see, I do a lot. As I said, I've done a lot of my purchasing through Entertainment Earth, mainly because it's generally free shipping. I think there might be two here. Oh, nope. Just one. Speaking of the Mandalorian, the Dark Trooper. Now, I will say this, full disclosure, this is pretty much a re-release. This is VC-271. I want to see if I've got to look and see if I even have the original VC-271. I know that they released this as a deluxe figure with its little station that they were charging in. And I thought, well, I should probably get, once this came out as a carded figure, I do want to have a complete set. I have to be honest. And that leads me to another rumor that I've been hearing, and that is Hasbro might be considering getting out of the Star Wars business. They may be considering something else, which, if that happened, this is my prediction. Total prediction. Got nothing to go by with this. But if Star Wars, the license got dropped by Hasbro, I kind of wonder if Super 7 was going to take it over. And Super 7, for those who don't know, they do a lot of retro style figures, vintage figures of all these different properties that it's kind of like reaction figures and all these different properties, you know, very plain, plain, simple detail, that kind of thing. I wonder if that would happen. Because if it did, I'd kind of be there for it, because they're a much smaller company. I don't know how, they would probably do a lot of pre-order stuff, maybe some exclusives here and there, maybe do some stuff through Disney. I think there could be a pretty cool market there for collectors. Okay, I just don't think kids are playing with toys, folks. They're just not. I mean, I teach for a living, I can tell you, and my wife taught elementary, and it wasn't about toys. It wasn't about action figures. It was about games. It was about, you know, Nintendo. It was about all that kind of stuff. So, but as an adult collector, I'm enjoying that we're still getting some of these. I look forward to seeing what's next, and if it decides to end, I'm not going to be one to shed too many tears, because there's a wonderful collection that I can tinker with and have fun with and kind of, you know, redisplay, and there's still plenty of things coming, so I'm looking forward to all of that. So that'll do it for this episode. Sorry if I feel sound a little tired. It's a bit of a busy season for me, but I just wanted to get out here on my deck at least once more before the bad weather and the cold weather come in and all this furniture gets put away, and I just wanted to come out and enjoy some nice good old-fashioned unboxing like you do on your deck. So thanks so much for watching. Check me out on Instagram and Twitter. Sorry, X. I'll get that right eventually. Thank you, Red 5, for supporting the channel and advertising the channel. Check out all the other content on Red 5, folks. Like, subscribe, do all the other stuff. Let other people know about the channel. Thanks so much for watching. I'm trying to get my face out of the channel, because I know you're not here to see this. You're here to see this. So thanks so much for watching. Until next time, may the force be with you.